Hey, my happy shiny puppies. This is Melody Fletcher, your go-to for everything law of attraction and reality creation. And today I've got a treat for you. What follows is an excerpt from one of our live Q&A calls where people just like you, students just like you, were able to ask me questions and I answered them. And today you're going to get one of those. And as you see in the coming weeks, we're going to be rolling out more and more of these. And if you'd like the chance to be a part of one of these Q&A calls for free, then stay to the end of the video and I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that. All right, I'll see you on the other side. Bye.
So the big question is this: how do we, those of us who feel deep down that we're much more powerful than we've been led to believe, and that there is something to this law of attraction stuff, actually create our own realities? What's the process of simply stepping into the reality of our choice? What about those of us who need this process to make logical, intellectual sense? My name is Melody Fletcher. You've got questions about the technology of reality, and I've got the answers. Welcome to my channel where the law of attraction finally makes some freaking sense.
Hello.
I'm looking for a scholarship, but I'm also looking for a family. So I don't know if I should just skip the idea of the scholarship, because a scholarship implied to move to another country and I want to have a family in my country. So I don't know if I should just skip, because I'm 26 and probably it's a good age to have to create a family, to plan for that. So
Okay, why do you want the scholarship?
Because I'm an engineer and I really want to be to create my own business, and I think that this can help me.
So scholarship for a master's degree, or?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you want it for any other reason than that? Are you excited about going in a master's program? Or are you?
It's kind of my dream or something.
So it's your dream to get a master's degree, or it's your dream to have your own business?
Also, but I want to have my a family also. So
Yeah. Family, whatever. Let's put a pin in that for a second.
family.
But this going back to school thing, are you excited about going back to school, or are you excited about what it would give you if you went back to school?
Yeah.
Which one?
I mean that it's a personal goal that I have.
Okay. Still not really feeling it here. So I get that it's your dream, but you are, oh honey, you are holding back. You are really holding back. You're holding back some desire here. Yeah. Being very careful about it. So we want to get at it. Yeah. So what do you like about being an engineer? Let's start there. What do you like about being an engineer?
Actually, it's like a tool for me. I really want to my own business. So as an engineer, I can get more clients, and I mean, I want to be a consultant engineer. So it's a good tool for me.
So you sound to me like you're much more excited about having your own business rather than engineering.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I would say do not go back to school to learn more engineering, because that's not what makes your heart sing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would focus on the business part of it. So the feeling of what it is to have your own business, the freedom of that, the empowerment of that, yeah, the pride of that, yeah, the success of that, having your own business. Now, let me ask you this question. Mm-hmm. What makes you think you can't have a family and a business?
Because if I go to a scholarship, I will be in another country. And I want to.
Well, and there are no men there?
What?
There are no men in other countries?
Oh.
Only your country? You have a monopoly on is that where all the men are? Ladies!
Yeah, of course they are, but I don't want to move with someone. Probably they don't want it.
You don't what?
Probably if I meet someone there, they don't want to come to my country.
Well, how about you make that part of your vision?
Yeah.
Here's where you meet him. You get to have what you want. You see, you're trying to control the how. All along, you're trying to control the how. Do I have to go to school? Do I have to get my master's? I want to be in another country. Whenever you're having these kinds of arguments, well, yeah, but I want that, but then this will happen. And then I want this, but then I could do that, but then that'll happen.
Yeah.
That's you in the how every time. Yeah, you're bringing too many elements into the what that don't belong there. So what do you want? You want to have a family.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to have a family in whatever country you're in?
In my country.
Yeah. What country is that?
Paraguay.
What?
Paraguay.
Paraguay. Okay. You want to have a family in Paraguay. So you know this. You love Paraguay. You want to ultimately be in Paraguay, raise your children in Paraguay.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Fantastic. Yeah, that all feels very good. We haven't hit any snags yet. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But now you've determined that you must be in Paraguay to meet somebody who will be married to you and have a family in Paraguay. You don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know that. Yeah? You could be in another country. You could be traveling. You could be at the grocery store. You could be anywhere. And suddenly you fall across somebody and he's like, you know what? I don't know what it is, but I have always felt a kinship with Paraguay and I've always wanted to move there. Oh my God. And you're like, and you're so good looking and amazing and funny and intelligent. And you want to go to Paraguay? I had no idea. Or you might fall across somebody who's like, I'm from Paraguay. You're from Paraguay? Oh my God. Da, 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 da. Love, right? So you don't know. That's the thing. You don't know. You don't know how this could happen, what path it would have to take. You decide, I want to have a family. What does that feel like? Get it. I want a family. And also, you don't make my own business. That's what I really want. Well, then stay out of that. Yeah. And go straight for, I want my own business. And let me see what I'm inspired to do. Once I'm in that energy, simplify this. You're bringing too many things into it that don't belong there. You're arguing with yourself and you're arguing yourself right out of your big desires. Does that make sense?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Completely. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Good. Well done. And I love that you ladies, I mean, I know you're not that old yet, that you're into this at this age. Makes me feel really good.
Yeah, we love you.
Love you too. Love you too. Gracias, amigas.
Bye.
Look at you made it all the way to the end of the video. Good for you. So if you'd like a chance to be part of these Q&A calls that we do for free, then all you have to do is get onto my email list. People on my email list get free gifts like this. In fact, I'll even give you another free gift for getting onto my email list, which changes periodically. So I'm not going to tell you what it is so that I can change it, but just check the description down below. Get onto my email list, get your valuable free gift, and you will be invited to take part of one of these Q&A calls yourself where you can ask me whatever you want. Sound like a good deal? I think so. So sign up now, get invited to a Q&A call, and get your own answers. Until then, enjoy the videos every week. Thank you for bringing your light to the world. Bye.